Big money at stake, and the Andes will start at 5,000, blinds at 30 and 60,000. The cards are flying around the table. Let's go to the felt.
What a lineup we've got. 4 guys in their 20s. 3 of these 6 players have been to multiple WPT final tables. Action on Chino Rheem. He lays his hand down.
What blinds we playing?
Amnon Filippi, 34 years old, looks down at an ace-jack offsuit. Seems to like it. He's going to bump it, making it 160,000 to go.
Well, there you see WPT champ Hoyt Corkins. Always fun to watch play poker.
He goes out, and now Steve Sung, who we've seen before, looks down at an ace-queen here.
Well, we've never seen him look like this, Vince. I got to tell you, he looks like the Indiana Jones of the poker world.
Sort of an Asian zoot suit look going on here. Can't quite figure it out.
I raise.
Steve is the chip leader, and he is coming right over the top of his buddy Amnon on deal number 1. So throw friendship talk out the window here. These guys are playing for themselves.
Justin Young is going to lay down his queen 9. Evan McNiff, the young player out of San Diego, 22 years old, goes out. So it's back around to Amnon.
Well, Amnon trying to figure out, is my buddy here just taking advantage of me because he's the chip leader, or has he really got a big hand?
I mean, these guys are friends, but when they're at this table, they want the millions.
There's no friends on the green felt.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And he's got to make the call. He's pipped right now. Here's the flop.
Oh, nice flop for Amnon. It's come Jack 7 deuce. He now has the best hand with 2 jacks.
Got lucky, but he's in first position. What do you do here?
Well, I would check to the aggressive Steve Sung, who's the chip leader. And I'd check raise, but Amnon might not want to take a chance that he gets checked behind. We'll take a free card off that might beat him. He's going to lead right out. He's sending a message out right here. Look, I've got something. You're not going to just push me around and take this pot.
575,000 into Zoot Suit. We're just taking the play away from Steve.
Both of these guys are making their 3rd WPT final table appearance here tonight. That alone is impressive, but Steve is going to lay it down. So Amnon taking down a pot of over $1 million on deal number 1. Off to a good start.
Yep, 34 years old, out of New York, and he takes the first hand. So right back at him. Action going to Hoyt Corkins, the Alabama cowboy. And this time he's going to peek down at a king 7. Doesn't like it, folds.
Over to Steve Sung. Lays his hand down as well.
Justin Young going out, and now Evan McNiff looks down at an ace-jack of clubs.
Don't let me down, kid.
Evan, 22 years old, came to this final table in 2nd chip position. Nice hand here, and he's going to raise it. Makes it 150,000 to go.
Into Chino, who has a queen 9. And you look at Chino, gotta think he just came from the racetrack and forgot to take his jockey silks off. What is that he's wearing?
He can play poker like Secretariat on occasion, I can promise you that.
Tic-tac-toe on that sweater.
475.
He's got queen 9.
Vance, he's going to try to play a little tic-tac-toe on Evan here, coming over the top, re-raising here with a queen 9 offsuit out of the small blind.
Amnon quickly folding, so it's back around to the original raiser. Evan McNiff, young professional out of San Diego, who started playing in his college dorm a few years back, and now he's here on the final table of the World Poker Tour.
Well, he wants to prove himself here tonight. Come to this table in 2nd chip position. He's going to call the raise here for 325,000. Over $1 million in the pot right now.
Queen 9 versus ace-jack. Here's the flop.
Now, flop 10-10-7 with 2 hearts. No help to either player. Action on Chino. He checks. Evan checks right behind him.
Going to the turn.
8 of hearts comes off. Now, this does give Chino an open-end straight draw. In truth, without a heart in his hand and no pair, he has flip and pip here, but he is going to lead out and bet 450,000.
He's got heart. That's what he has. Nice bet.
Just going to try to take this pot away from Evan, and he's done it by leading out and betting on the turn. And that's what makes Chino Rheem such a tough player. As you said, Vince, the guy's got heart.
Gutsy play by Chino Rheem. He came in 7th in the main event of the World Series. He'd really like to take a WPT title to add to that. Stay with us. 6 players getting started here at Bellagio. We're coming back with more action here on the World.
WPT Global is committed to being the most fair and secure poker site in the world. Data-driven AI detection technology eliminates collusion and ensures a fair environment for everyone. With 0 tolerance for bots and cheaters, WPT Global is trusted by millions of players worldwide. Click the link in the description. Use the code YT11 on deposit and get our welcome package with tournament tickets, deposit match, and more.
That That's the cinch in poker at that time. But Amnon got outdrawn right there. Welcome back to the World Poker Tour, where 6 players remain here tonight.
Well, you've got to admire Amnon's composure at the table. He took a very tough beat there to go out in 6th place. Flopped the nuts, got cracked on the river.
Antes are now 10,000 blinds, 40 and 80. And Steve Sung, first to act, quickly folding a hand. Justin Young also going out. And now Evan McNiff, our current chip leader, 22 years old, has a queen jack, and he's going to get aggressive with it, making it 210,000 to go.
Well, but beating him in the pot with a 10 high is our action man, Chino Rheem.
Amnon folds.
Now look at this, Hoyt Corkins in the big blind. Has the suited connectors, as we say. There's 600,000 in the pot, going to cost Hoyt 130,000 more to make the call. Can't see him laying this down, getting this kind of price.
Yep, the Alabama Cowboy is going to play.
Yep, he is going to make the call.
So we got three-way action, 9-10. Up against 7-8 of clubs, and of course, Queen Jack. Here's the flop.
Well, flop comes 7-5-4. Good flop for Hoyt. He's got top pair and a gut shot straight draw, but he checks. Both these aggressive players behind him. Not aggressive here. Evan and Chino both check behind him.
Free card, and an 8 comes up, making 2 pair here for Hoyt Corkins.
There is a possible straight on the board, but I'm sure if you're sitting in Hoyt's seat, you're saying to yourself, you know, if one of these guys had a 6 in the hole, as aggressive as they play, they'd probably bet the flop. So he's not giving them for a 6 in the hole. Good analysis by Hoyt as he leads out in bets here, 355,000.
The freshman goes away. And now Chino, with an open-ended straight draw, is going to give action. He makes this call.
Very marginal call here in my mind by Chino Rheem. Has the open-end straight draw. Gambling play, but the 6 comes off. The joker for Chino. Hoyt has an 8 high straight. He's got to play the board.
Yep.
He checks.
I'm all in.
And Chino is going all in here. That's a big bold bet in my mind, because even if he had nothing and Hoyt makes the call, all he can do is split the pot. He can never win the whole pot here. So all you can get is half the pot.
Well, sometimes you want to force a player out. It looks like an obvious push, and you're going to chop it up. So putting that extra money in might make him suspicious. It didn't, though. Hoyt getting away from that hand.
Well, you just wonder if Chino would have made a smaller bet, he might earn something. But
I thought he was
I
bluffing.
think Hoyt absolutely gave him
like
credit for a 9.
That's what you would have bet if you had had the hand.
Well, right
Really?
there, Hoyt feels like he's being pickpocketed. Thinks maybe
You don't
he had
think I
a
would've
chop
went on
pot,
with the
but just the
nuts right there?
pressure of Chino putting it on him. Now, we know Chino, of course, with the absolute
we're
nuts.
We're friends, bud. So I wouldn't lie to you on TV.
A nice play. I just don't know by who. All right, let's get back to this hand.
Action on Justin Young, former mechanical engineer, gonna raise it in first position here. Makes it 220,000 to go with the ace-5 of diamonds.
Evan from San Diego going away.
No, I didn't show it just because that's a classy gentleman right there.
And now Chino.
Now Chino's got ace-jack here.
How much are you playing, Justin?
About 2-4.
I call.
Now Chino gonna make the call with the ace-jack.
Yep, Amnon out. And Hoyt Corkins has had enough of playing hands. Goes out.
Well, Steve trying to stay awake here. I think it'd be pretty easy to do when the winner takes home over $1.5 million and a WPT title, wouldn't you, Vince? Now Steve gonna lay it down as well. So Chino out in front right now with the ace-jack. Up against Justin's ace-5. Here comes the flop. Oh, a dream flop for Justin here. He's flopped the top 2 pair. He's got aces and 5s and now has the lead. Action is on him. Yeah, he is going to bet 310,000, exactly half the size of the pot. You think Chino? Yep, he's going to raise it here. He's just going to find out where he's at with this ace-jack. But a pretty healthy raise, over $500,000. 525,000 is the raise. There you see Justin's wife, Morgan. You know, her heart's pounding right now. Her man's got a chance to take home a WPT title and over $1.5 million.
I'm all in.
Well, Justin going all in here.
A
What's the
huge
call,
clue
sir?
because he's gone over the top.
There is a little over $3.5 million in the pot, but still, you just can't imagine ace-jack can be good here, can you, Vince?
Not the way it's going with this kind of player. You would think you're definitely
Okay, you
behind.
already know what I
Can you
got.
lay it down? I would think yes, but maybe he likes the odds and
call.
feels lucky because he's made a call.
Well, that a very puzzling call to me, Vince, by a tough poker player, but he has tripped over his own 2 feet here in my mind. I mean, Justin raised before the flop, then he re-raised after the flop. You got to give him credit for at least ace-king, ace-queen, or a set or 2 pair, I think. I just can't imagine ace-jack could ever be good in this spot, but
It's got to be the setup board, Justin.
I know.
You're talking about
Actually,
life-changing money for the Youngs there with his wife, Morgan. I mean, the fate of the card flipping over for that family, and it's a 6 of hearts on the turn.
well, that means that Chino can now win the pot with a 6 as well as a jack. But he must have one of those 2 cards. Otherwise, Justin Young is going to double up here and take home a pot that's got nearly $5 million in it.
If you get unlucky, it would be beer guzzling time for his wife. Sweating him out on the rail. River card coming up.
Well, it's a 4. So Justin Young is going to double up. And Vince, as tough a poker player as Chino Rheem is, I think he'd be the first one to say, you know, I screwed up there.
Nice hand.
Looking a little disillusioned. To the victor goes the glory right here. All the spoils from Mr. Young. Doubling up. Stay with us. 6 players remain here on the World Poker Tour.
Biked out here on the World Poker Tour, and he is one tough cookie on the green felt.
6 players remain going after that huge prize money here tonight, over $1.5 million. Let's go down to the felt again. Action going to Chino Rheem.
This time he looks down at the 4-3 and mucks a hand.
Amnon going out.
Well, Hoyt Corkins looks down at ace-7 of hearts. Now he's on the short stack at this final table.
I raise.
And he raises. He didn't quite go all in because he got a chip or 2 left on his cards, but essentially it's everything.
Well, that's what he's famous for, the all-in bet, but he does leave the 2 chips on, so maybe he's trying to change his luck for some reason. Now right behind him, Steve Sung with a king 10.
Well, he's got the kind of hand, Vince, that you might call a Hoyt Corkins when he moves all in, because Hoyt can do it with any 2 cards. Steve can afford to make this call, but still, you just hate to give up $1.4 million in chips with a king 10 offsuit. He does lay it down. Justin has the same hand as Hoyt, but he quickly mucks it.
The one to beat is Evan McNiff.
Wow, he's the big chip leader, and he lays down the ace-6 of clubs.
So that is textbook Hoyt Corkins right there, putting all the chips in almost and taking down the pot.
Now, there's Doyle Brunson's daughter, Pam. She's screaming for Hoyt because he helped her out with his poker game, but
I won one.
Hoyt could help out a lot of folks with their poker game. This is 5th WPT final table appearance. He has never finished lower than 3rd.
If I got them beat, they fold.
That is impressive.
It happens that way sometimes.
At least I did win 1 pot.
Yeah, there's just something right about a cowboy hat at a poker table. It just makes everything seem real in the poker world.
He looks like a poker player, doesn't he? Oh, and he looks at a real hand here. Ace-queen of hearts. Well, again, he puts 2 chips on his cards and puts the rest of them in the center of the pot.
Yeah, he's on the old Hoyt roll. Starting to push around. Steve Sung going out.
Oh, and look at this, Vince.
Uh-oh.
Justin has picked up ace-king. This could spell doom for the cowboy.
Can I get a count?
Yeah, he says he wants a count. Justin has 4.8 million in chips. Going to cost him 1.4 million to call or so, and well, 1,560,000. But can't imagine you're going to lay down ace-king here against the Hoyt Corkins.
No, this
moving
would be
all in.
pretty routine, I would think. But everyone likes to make a cowboy sweat.
Yep, Justin does make the call. Everybody else goes out. Now, they're not turning up their cards because officially they're not all in. Hoyt's got 2 chips on his cards. They'll be going in on the flop, whatever comes out there, and it's come king, queen, 6. Well, Hoyt checks. He's going to try to save those chips, but that's not going to work. Justin bets the top pair. Hoyt calls him a second pair, and Hoyt Corkins is going to have to catch a queen or 2 running cards to make a straight to split this pot. Otherwise, for the first time ever, he'll be out lower than 3rd place at a WPT final table.
Looks like the cowboy is finally
It's a little too slim
getting
here.
caught up on the old saddle
Don't
horn
forget
here.
the queen on the turn. Don't ever forget that.
Yeah, queen on the turn.
2 9s.
Queen on the turn.
Hoyt looking for the lucky lady.
I don't know why I
That's
feel
what it's
it.
going to take for him to win this pot. Well, the king comes off. Hoyt now drawing dead.
Okay, thanks, guys.
So Hoyt Corkins is going to be our 6th place finisher tonight. But what a run he had this week.
All right, thanks, Justin.
Always a gentleman, Alabama cowboy Hoyt Corkins picking up $216,000. That'll pay for a lot of campfires. He is out in 6th place, and we are down to 5.
I knew you weren't folding. I knew I wasn't folding either. I was just trying to see if I want to push all in or not.
We are back here on the World Poker Tour, and what a pot we are seeing. 3-way action, a couple all-ins. We have aces, kings, and 9s.
Well, an incredible scenario here. Our chip leader, Justin Young, has found 2 aces in the blind. Steve Sung all in with 2 kings. Amnon Filippi all in with 2 9s. And if 2 players are eliminated on the same hand, whoever started the pot with more chips gets the higher finishing position. That means if the 2 aces stand up, Amnon would finish in 5th place. Steve Sung would be our 4th place finisher.
Come on, baby.
Here's the flop. Will it be magical?
Well, it's 7-4-4.
Diamond. Put a diamond
Justin
on board.
pumps his fist. He understands that the only way he can lose this pot is if a king or a 9 comes up. His wife Morgan holding her breath as well. What an opportunity for him to take a massive chip lead with 3 players left.
At least catch a 9. I'll finish 5th, dude.
Can it be this easy for Justin? He's got to sweat 2 more cards. Here's 4th Street.
Well, 3 of clubs comes off. We are down to the river.
King or 9. King or 9.
Steve needs a king to win the pot. Amnon wins a 9
King
to
or
win the
9.
pot.
Let's go.
Anything
King or
else. And Justin Young will be a whopping chip leader with 3 players left.
King or 9.
Yeah, so far he is walking through the daisy patch. Everything just fine, with a huge opportunity of knocking out 2 fine players. River card coming up.
A jack comes off.
He's done it.
So the 2 guys that are making their 3rd WPT final table appearance go out on the same hand. Amnon Filippi, our 5th place finisher. Steve Sung is going to be our 4th place finisher.
That's right, Steve Sung going to pick up close to $400,000, and this puts him over $1 million on the World Poker Tour. He is the 99th WPT Poker Made millionaire. We are down to 3 players.
It's getting closer, man.
We're coming back for more in just a
Nice
moment.
hand, sir.
You know, that hits you in the
Not gonna lie,
face.
you knocked out 2 of my boys, but I mean, somebody's got to win, right?
It's true.
And Justin Young. I don't know. What am I saying?
Barry had a child with Chuck Norris.
I know. I'm sorry I went there.
But Justin Young does look like a combination of Chuck Norris and Barry Greenstein.
Yes, he does. That's what I meant, Mike. Exactly what I meant. You get the picture. But what a happy guy he is right now. He's got $13 million in front of him.
Well, all 3 of these guys happy now because the least they're going to walk out of here with was over $540,000, and the winner's going to take home over $1.5 million in a WPT title.
All right. Back to the grind. Justin Young, our chip leader, in first position to act. With the button, he's got a 5 deuce.
And he's going to limp in and make the call here on the button with the 5 deuce of diamonds.
Now the 22-year-old San Diego native, Evan McNiff,
We'll see if flaps, please.
with a 6-5, going to make the call.
And Chino with the 8-6 says, okay, give us the flop.
Oh, it is junk time here.
Well, the flop comes 9-5-4. Evan taking the lead now with his 2 5s and a 6 kicker. So he's going to bet. $175,000. Chino, of course, has a gut shot straight draw. That's good enough for him to call.
Now our chip leader contemplating.
Wow, I'm surprised by this call. One guy's bet, another guy's call. The call with 2nd pair and bottom kicker, a little unusual.
They are slopping around, but it's going to pay off with Justin. He hits 2 pair with a deuce.
What a card by Justin there. Both Evan and Chino check. Action now on Justin. Part of the problem in hitting that 2nd pair is it does give a straight possibility on the board. But if you call with 2 5s and hit 5s and deuces, you are going to bet. Justin has done so. $650,000. Evan going out. Now Chino just has a gut shot straight draw. A 7 would give him a straight. A 3 would give him a straight also. So he has a 2-way straight draw, as we say. But
Nice hand.
not going to gamble here. Gives Justin credit for having something and gives it up.
It's only, I have a small window where I play better.
Good restraint there. He almost pushed. But look at this. I got to take a look at the Wonder Cam. He would have hit his 7.
Chino, you should have gambled a 2-way straight draw.
It's not unlike him to push when he has nothing, so it could have happened. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, I guess.
So Justin dodging a bullet there by Chino not calling him.
All right back on Justin Young. Out of Vegas right now, 28 years old. Chip leader, getting in good stroke right now. He's got king 4. He's going to raise.
Well, he's on a roll, as we say right now, Vince. So he is going to raise it. But in a 3-handed poker game, you look down on an ace-jack here. You got to like that hand. Let's see what Evan does with it.
Justin made it 260, and Evan's going to pop it up. making it 825,000 to go with his ace-jack.
Well, Chino Rheem now has the ace-9 of hearts, but the pot's been raised and re-raised.
I'm all in.
Whoa, boy. He whispers all in. Quick fold by Justin.
Unbelievable play by Chino here. I mean, both players in front of him raise the pot, and to move all in with ace-9, woof, what a play. And I'll tell you one thing, if Evan gets the moxie and makes this call, it could be lights out for Chino Rheem.
That's about 2.9. In addition, this is a heavy raise by Chino.
Evan doesn't have that many more chips either.
I really think you think I'm tilting. Call.
You got it, kid.
What a call by Evan McNiff right here.
I need that one.
Now, whether or not he wins this pot, Vince, I'll tell you one thing. You got to take your hat off and salute the great call he made here. We saw him make a bobble or two at this final table, but I'm telling you, the guy's got some poker instincts that can make a call like this.
Well, he's got a big chance to redeem himself after laying down those queens. He makes a great call right now, and he's in position to knock out the very aggressive Chino Rheem.
Well, that's a massive pot, nearly 7.7 million in this pot. If Evan wins this pot, we'll be down to heads-up play.
This is the first time I've ever been nervous in an all-in.
Chino's going to have to hit lightning to win it.
Evan with the better kicker, flopping.
Oh, let's come ace-7-7. That's a good flop for Chino.
All right, I will chop it with you. Instead of a 9, I'll take a queen.
Because he can get a split pot out of this if it comes ace, king, queen, or 7. He can take the lead with a 9, of
I will
course.
take a queen instead of a 9, kid.
I just want to
But he said, I'll be happy to chop it with you. I would think so, especially if your tournament life is on the line. Oh, a 9 comes off.
Boy.
The pure joker falls off on the turn. And now Evan must catch a jack on the river to win this pot, or Chino Rheem is going to double up. Unbelievable. Well, this would be pure luck for Chino right here if he could take the worst hand like this and capture a $7.7 million pot. And the 3 comes off on the river. Chino Rheem has done it. He is outdrawn Evan McNiff. Lane Flack, WPT champ, just came in, laughing and smiling, and maybe Chino thought he was lucky because he went over and gave him a hug. And Evan has got to be talking to himself.
There is just no safe haven here at Bellagio.
Great call, Evan. I was squeezing, man.
Thank you. He plays so good and so bad at the same time.
3 players remain. Stay with this. We're coming back with more action here on the World Poker.
WPT Global is committed to being the most fair and secure poker site in the world. Data-driven AI detection technology eliminates collusion and ensures a fair environment for everyone. With zero tolerance for bots and cheaters, WPT Global is trusted by millions of players worldwide. Click the link in the description. Use the code YT11 on deposit and get our welcome package with tournament tickets, deposit match, and more.
Runner-up nearly $1 million. The third place finisher, $540,000.
Right now, Justin Young is out in front with about 14 million. Chino with 7.6. Evan McNiff is on the morphine drip with just about 565,000.
Evan just took a horrible beat with ace-jack against ace-9.
I'm all in.
He moves all in with a 10-4. And unfortunately for him, Chino's got the 10-9.
Oh.
So Chino has him dominated here.
Whatever.
I have the best hand.
Evan with the highway patrol hand, the 10-4, but it's going to be over and out for him unless he gets very lucky.
Evan, 22 years old, was a chip leader tonight, played brilliantly. Questionable about the pair of queens laid out, but other than that, very tough player. He's on the ropes right now.
And get very unlucky the last pot against Chino. Can he get lucky here? Well, it's come 7-3 deuce.
You got some runners. 5 of spades is pretty gin for you besides the 4, you know?
Chino pointing out, giving him some
5 of
hope.
spades would be very fun.
What he's looking for.
spades is a good
Needs a
sweat.
4 to take the lead.
Nice sweat.
But things looking dim right now for Evan McNiff. Well, ace of clubs comes off. Now, this does give Evan a straight draw, but notice if the 5 of clubs comes off, Chino will have a flush. So he's looking for a 4 or a 5. That's not a club to win the pot, to stay alive.
1 5 is
Freshman needs to get lucky, but he does not.
King of hearts comes off. So the 22-year-old Evan McNiff is going to be our third place finisher.
It's okay. No. I would have done the same thing.
Good game.
Good game. Good luck.
Big effort, going home with 540,000.
How can I be so good yet so bad? How do I fold the queens when they... Oh, my God.
Disappointed there, sharing that with his friends, and right now, we are down to 2 players.
What he was saying there, how can I make such good plays and then fold those 2 queens? It's like the poker gods punishing him when he had the ace-jack against the ace-9.
Good luck, sir.
Yeah, you too.
All right, Yes, he has so much at stake. The WPT title on the line. Now the chip lead going into heads up. Justin is in the lead with 14 million. Chino behind with 7.9. Here we go.
Justin has nearly a 2-to-1 chip lead over Chino.
Justin on the button. Has a 9-6 this time.
Well, he's going to play aggressive with it. Raise it to 300,000.
Lines of 50 and 100 still. And Chino right behind him with a little suited connector, a 3-4 of clubs.
Now, even though blinds are 50 and 100,000, the average chip stack is about 11 million. So they still have plenty of time to play, as we say. Chino going to play right here with the 4-3 of clubs. Oh, and it's come 8-7-6 of clubs. Chino has flopped a flush.
Just incredible. He checks it, digging a hole, putting the twigs and branches over it, waiting for the sucker to fall in. It's Justin.
Well, Justin's got bottom pair and an open end straight draw, so he leads out and bets 425,000. And Chino is going to raise him. Let's see how much. Now, this is going to be another $1.1 million to Justin here. Now, in my mind, it's pretty easy to get away from this hand here. You just hate calling with bottom pair and open end straight draw when there's a possible straight flush on the board. But Justin falling into a trap here. He makes the call, drawing dead here on the turn, and as the ace of hearts comes off, there's no card he can catch to win this pot.
Well, Chino gets this action because he is so wild. Guys don't always believe him, but this time he's going to check it.
Well, he's going to try to check raise twice in a row here. Let's see if Justin goes for it. He check raised on the flop. He's going to try it again on the turn, but Justin not going for it this time.
Good slowdown.
Oh, and a 6 comes off, and I say, oh, because that gives Justin 3 6s. And Vince, he could very well think he's got the best hand now, as Chino bets $2 million on the river with his flush. Well, Vince, if you call a guy's raise for 1.1 million when the 6, 7, 8 of clubs is out there, and then make 3 6s after he checks on the turn, I think it's very difficult to get away from this hand.
Well, I think it's actually considering raising, but it's a pretty routine call. It heads up battle the way this was played, and he's going to call it.
Flush.
Flush is good.
Well, he does make the call here, and he's not going to like it. So Chino Rheem taking down pot number 1 to pretty much even up the chip count in this heads-up battle. And Vince, in my mind, there's a case where Justin Young fell into what we call a trap situation. Wow. His opponent already had a flush. He was trying to make a straight.
Well, Chino, just a few hands back, so close to being eliminated, but things have turned around. This 1.5 is up for grabs. Stay with us. We're coming back with more action on the World Poker Tour.
Nice hand.
Thanks, bro.
Well, he's talking about his past where he made some mistakes, Vince.
Yeah.
He has matured quite a bit, both on and off the green felt. And he's looking to capture his first WPT title tonight. Let's see if he can do it.
Action going to Justin. He's got a king 10 this time.
Well, that figures to be a favorite hand over 2 random cards, so he's going to raise it. Makes it 360,000 to go.
And Chino behind him with a queen 10.
Well, that's good enough for Chino to make the call. Wants to see a flop. And oh, what a flop for Chino. He has flopped the top 2 pairs, queens and 10s. His opponent's got second pair, just 2 10s.
Well, and Chino checked and a bet by Justin.
Well, we just saw Chino check raise twice in the last pot that they played. Here he's check raised. At least I'm assuming he's going to raise here.
Raise.
And indeed he does. It's very annoying, Vince. When every time the guy checks you bet, he comes back over the top of you. And you just sense Justin is feeling a little bit of that right now.
Well, it's an additional 1.5 million into Justin.
Now, Justin Young, a former mechanical engineer, is thinking, you know, has this guy got some kind of drawing hand? Does he have diamonds, a straight draw? Is he just making another one of his patented moves? I'm going to call him.
Big pot brewing right now. 8 of hearts on the turn.
Well, neither player really crazy about that card because there's a potential straight out there, but when you've got the top 2 pair in a heads-up situation, you got to like your hand. Action on Chino. And here he goes, firing out there with a $3.1 million bet. And look at that look Justin has given him. He knows the imagination that Chino has. He sees the kind of aggressiveness that he shows over and over. Is he making another play here, or does he have my 10s beat? As the cards lie, we can see that Justin must catch a king to win this pot. No other card will do it for him. But when you play against an aggressive player like Chino, If Chino hits flops, he gets action a lot of times, but wisely, Justin lays the hand down here. And with that pot, Chino Rheem once again has taken the chip lead.
Good bet.
Thank you, sir.
Right now, Amanda Leatherman is in the audience with Chino's good friend, WPT champ, Michael the Grinder Mizrachi.
Grinder, I heard that Chino used to live at your house. Is that true?
No, she didn't live in my house. We all lived at my mama's house.
Was Chino a messy guy, a clean guy? How was he living with him?
Chino, he was a little messy. I'm probably definitely the messiest, so he probably learned from me.
Why do you think it took him so long to get here? He said it took him 5 years of playing WPT to get here, and you've been here twice. You made it seem easy.
Well, it's easier for me because I play every single one, you know, and Chino's very, very smart and very sharp, and he knows what he's doing at all times, and he's always aware of situations, so I like his chances.
Poker players being slobs, how unusual. All right, the antes have gone up to 15,000. Blinds are 80 and 160 right now.
Well, there you heard WPT champ Michael the Grinder Mizrachi, who says he likes Chino's chances to win tonight.
Well, he has 8-5.
Oh, what a flop for Chino. He's flopped 2-pair yet again.
Yep, there's an uncalled before the flop. And Justin checked, and Chino's going to bet 300, and he gets the call.
Well, Justin with the gut shot straight draw needs a deuce for a straight. Now a 6 gives him an open-end straight draw. 7 would give him a straight also. He checks again. Chino has 2-pair, 8s and 5s.
He's going to come out 600,000 this time.
Well, every time Justin seems to look at him like, you know, I just don't ever believe you. You just steal so much and make so many moves. I just don't ever think you have anything. And he's going to raise it here, Vince, with a 4 high.
He used to work on airplanes. Did he sniff a little too much airplane glue here? Because he has come over the top.
How much do you have?
He was an engineer. He wasn't out there working on the wings. He was drawing them up.
Ah, same thing.
In the meantime, it's 1.1 million more to Chino.
Like 5-3, 5-4.
Chino's saying, how much more you got?
I call.
Well, Chino's going to make the call here with the 8s and 5s. So a nice call by Chino. Here comes the river card. Oh, the deuce comes off on the river. The complete joker. This gives Justin a 6 high straight. He has the best hand. And I say the joker because if a 7 comes off, you know, there's a chance Chino could easily get away from a 5, 6, 7, 8, but might be tough for him to get away from this.
This is a $3 million bet.
Well, there you see the anguish Chino is going through. He stands up, turns his hat around, says, what is going on
I wouldn't
here?
even be thinking unless I... Wow. On the button, I limped. You checked.
Justin bluffed his way on the turn with the raise, scored on the river, and will he get the payoff right now by Chino Rheem? What a predicament.
Vince, he's reviewing how the play went here. How nobody raised before the flop.
straight, bro?
I was just betting called on the flop, and a check raised him on the turn. Wanting to know if he's got a straight here. Indeed he does.
4-7, 7-9. I could beat 5-6.
Justin not going to say a word. He's turned into a human roadblock.
I really don't want to pay you off, buddy.
Well, Chino's instincts are saying that he could be beat here. Even though 2-pair normally is a big hand in a heads-up situation, but if he gets away from this hand, it'll be a huge laydown, in my opinion.
A6. Could have just called me. 6-8. 7-9. You hit a gutter. Would you call me on the flop with a gutter?
There you see a couple great players themselves, J.C. Tran and Nam Lee, sweating in their buddy here.
I call.
And he's going to make the call, and he is not going to like it. Justin shows him the wheel. You see the look of shock on Chino's face there as he got outdrawn on the river to lose this pot. And with it, once again, Justin Young takes the chip lead in this heads-up battle.
2 players going after that 1.5 million.
Nice hand, sir.
Lucky River.
Justin Young, our new chip leader.
That's poker.
Stay with us. We're coming back for more.
Winner tonight will take home over $1.5 million, and the lead has seesawed back and forth once again with Justin having about a 2-1 chip lead over Chino Rheem.
We started out 5 days ago. 497 players putting up 15,000 each. This is the culmination of those 5 days. What a battle we are seeing. Lines are 80 and 160. Action is going on Chino Rheem, and he's got a king, queen of hearts, a quality hand.
450.
Chino's going to bet 450,000. And Justin Young looks down at an ace queen.
Uh-oh. Another big hand.
I bet you have to come over the top with this kind of hand, especially against an aggressive player like a Chino Rheem. And indeed he is. See how much he's going to raise it. Looks like a $1.1 million raise. We're starting to take huge chunks out of Chino's stack now. And he's going to make the call here. And if a queen comes up, it'll spell doom for Chino Rheem most likely. Well, it's come Jack 10-3. Chino has flopped an open-end straight draw.
And Justin first to act checks. And look at this all in with the 4 straight by Chino Rheem.
So much better with that if I would have done that.
See the anguished look on Justin's face. He's got the gut shot straight draw, and he's a king for a straight, 2 spades for a backdoor flush. But he has the best hand, but he's going to lay it down.
Yeah, and that's a strong bet by Chino.
Well, it is. That's a $6 million all-in bet on a draw. A nice bet by Chino Rheem to take down that pot. Just too much money and too much pressure he put on his opponent there.
Small pair?
He's just not afraid to gamble.
I would have called you probably with a small
He's
pair.
not afraid to go broke.
Wow, really?
Reckless abandon.
I had a big ace, bigger than what was on the board.
Ace queen, huh?
Some of the traits of the greats, and that is Chino Rheem.
There you heard Chino just pick his hand off exactly, ace queen. But that's what he
feel the
does
same way,
best.
sir.
Figure out what opponents have when he's playing against them.
All right, in this very hand, we've got Justin with a queen 6. And he's going to call with it, not going to raise.
And limp in on the button.
Check it.
Chino looks down at a 4 high, and he says, okay, let's see a flop here.
Big queens twice? Wow.
Ace king twice.
Well, what a flop for Chino. He's flopped the nuts straight.
Just the nuts, and he's checking it.
And the best part is his opponent's got the top pair. Justin has bet 250,000, and Chino does not check raise this time. He just calls with a straight.
Turn card coming up.
Well, king of clubs comes off. Chino really trying to trap him now. He checks.
I'm putting you on 2-3.
Justin checks 2 6s there. What a check by Justin.
Deuce 3 beats you then.
Good slow down.
Now the board pairs deuces. Well, Chino's now going to bet $500,000 with his straight.
All right, I might
Now
get
Justin's not going to throw the 2 6s away.
Straight.
Wow.
And there's a hand that you wonder what would have happened had Chino made one of his check raises on the flop. Would Justin have got much more aggressive with top pair at that point? We do know that Chino has once again closed in on the chip.
After you said that.
And right now, WPT reporter Amanda Leatherman is talking to Justin's wife, Morgan.
WPT Global is committed to being the most fair and secure poker site in the world. Data-driven AI detection technology eliminates collusion and ensures a fair environment for everyone. With zero tolerance for bots and cheaters, WPT Global is trusted by millions of players worldwide. Click the link in the description. Use the code YT11 on deposit and get our welcome package with tournament tickets, deposit match, and more.
World Poker Classic, and one of these 2 guys is going to join that elite list. And as you can see, they are virtually even in chip count right now.
And they are playing for millions here tonight at Bellagio. Let's go back down to the felt. It's going to be on Justin Young, a former mechanical engineer with a shot of a lifetime. He's got queen 4 this time, just going to call.
Chino Rheem has the queen 9 offsuit, and he says, okay, let's have a flop.
Nothing aggressive right now.
And the flop comes 9-8-6. Chino has flopped top pair and checks, and Justin checks nothing right behind him. When a queen comes off, and again Chino has made the top 2 pair. This time he leads out and bets 275,000.
Problem for Justin is he has hit his pair of queens here.
Well, he's going to call him with the 2 queens.
Sure he is. River card coming up.
Well, the board pairs 8s. So Chino's got queens and 9s. He's out front, but he checks here. Advance after a check. Justin probably figures his queens up are the best hand.
I call.
He's going to make a value bet.
Queen.
650,000, but he's not going to like it as Chino shows him a better hand. Chino wins the pot with queens and 9s. Played that hand rather conservative, but it worked out okay for him. As once again, Chino Rheem is our chip leader.
Yeah, Chino, a little suspicious of that 8 on the river. Perhaps he thought Justin was hanging around with an 8 as well.
Thin value bet.
I would have value bet in your spot.
He just didn't want to jeopardize a lot of chips in a trap situation, even though he had the top 2 pair. Could have been beat.
All right, here we go again. Justin Young with a king 5 this time. With the button, just calling.
Check it.
Well, Chino with ace 4 diamond says, okay, you're going to play peaceful, I am too. And look at this flop. It's come king 7-3 with 2 diamonds. Chino has checked. Justin has top pair with 2 kings, so he's going to bet.
Chino has a 4 flush, of course.
Raise.
Yeah, he's going to re-raise.
Well, it looks like 1.1 million more. If you're sitting in Justin's seat, you're saying, you know, this guy had king high or better. Wouldn't he raise me before the flop? That didn't happen.
I'm gonna raise.
So he's going to raise with the 2 kings. Just doesn't think the aggressive Chino would not raise if he had at least king high before the flop.
3 million.
3 million more.
A $3 million raise, but it doesn't bother Chino. He's going all in with his flush draw. Now that is surprising.
Well, Chino Rheem willing to gamble here and risk his tournament life because he knows whatever his opponent has, he can catch a diamond and win this pot. Well, that is really going to put the pressure on Justin now. Yes, he's got top pair, but he has a weak kicker with it, and it's going to cost him all his chips, which is about 6.7 million to make this call.
I have no idea where I'm at.
Well, there's an honest guy for you. But against Chino Rheem, there's a lot of players that say that, Vince. He is certainly putting him through agony. But without a raise before the flop, you know, his opponent could have king 3, 7-3.
Best case scenario is like king 2 diamonds.
And
Well, Justin does lay it down.
Yes, yeah, I've heard this happen before. You start talking to yourself, whispering sweet nothings. This is the first sign of delusion at the poker table.
Oh, boy. The first step toward the padded cell is what you really mean.
Oh, boy. I got to take a look at the Wonder Cam. And it's a king of diamonds on the next turn when he made 3 of a kind for Justin, but a flush, of course, for Chino. And the river card with the 9 of hearts. Some excellent poker going on here at Bellagio. Stay with us. We're coming back for more.
2-1 chip lead. He started this heads-up battle as a 2-1 chip underdog. He is now in command.
All right, to Justin Young's hand, he's got queen 10. Decent hand, he's just going to call.
Well, he limps in on the button. Chino with a premium hand, ace-king of spade. He's going to raise it $500,000. Well, Justin wants to see a flop. Got position, makes the call. And here comes that flop. It's Jack 10-7. Chino quickly going all in.
Yeah, but Justin's got a piece of that, Mike.
Well, he's got second pair, Vince, but
I call.
it's about 6 million more to him, but he made the call with the 2 10s. He's got the best hand. He pumps the fist. He knows he's got a great chance to double up. Just got to dodge an ace-king or a queen.
That bet might have been just so fast. Chino just bet it so quickly. Sometimes that's the sign of a bluff.
Come on now.
Whatever happens, good call, Justin.
That's exactly what
You
he
too, man.
had.
Good game, no matter what.
Doesn't mean he's out of this yet. Here comes the turn card.
Well, 3 of clubs comes off, so we are down to the river card. And if Justin can dodge an ace-king or a queen, he is going to be, once again, the chip leader in this heads-up battle.
Justin's wife, Morgan, biting her nails there on the rail. Got to sweat one more card.
Well, the 5 of spade comes off.
It works out for them.
So Justin clapping, and what a teeter-totter match we're seeing. Back and forth we go. Once again, Justin Young takes the chip lead.
Yeah, he's got about 13 million. Chino with about 9. Right now, Chino's got the button once again. Lines are 120 and 240, very expensive at this point. And Chino with a 10-4 clubs.
Yep, he's got the Broderick Crawford, as we say, the Highway Patrol hand, 10-4. And he's going to raise it. 620,000 in total. Justin has an ace high. And just calls with it, does not re-raise.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere. Who's going to get lucky? It is Justin hitting 2 pair on the flop, and he's going to check.
Chino, however, has flopped a flush draw, so we could see some fireworks here. One player has 2 pair, aces up, the other with a flush draw. The flush draw betting out $1.2 million. You can bet your life Justin is going to raise right here.
I'm going to raise.
Yeah, just a matter how much.
And you got to make your man pay for it if he wants to stick around, and Justin's doing just that.
All right, I'm on.
$3.2 million. Chino quickly goes all in, and Justin quickly calls him. He knows if his hand holds up, he's going to take home over $1.5 million and capture a WPT title.
Good luck, kid.
Hey.
Justin Young, the former mechanical engineer, first time at a final table on the World Poker Tour. He's played 4 WPT events. Could this be his night? He's just a couple cards away.
Well, Chino's going to have to catch a club or 2 running cards to make it straight. 2 10s and 2 4s would do it also, but Chino Rheem needs some help. Let's see if he can get it. A 6 of clubs on a turn. Wow, Chino has made the flush. It's not over. If the board pairs, Justin Young will win this pot and take down this tournament. But what a turn card for Chino. He is out in front right now, and if he wins this pot, he'll once again have the lead.
Absolute nightmare card for Justin. Can he redeem himself on the river? No.
5 of hearts, and now Chino pumps his fist. He outdrew his opponent to again take the chip lead. That's like a dagger in the heart when you know the trophy is on your mantle and the money's in your pocket if you can just hold a man off, but Justin couldn't do it.
Well, a complete disappointment for Justin Young. So close, but he still has some work to do. All right, right back on Chino. And he's picked up a pair of kings here.
Unbelievable, just made a flushed out, draw his opponent, now picks up 2 kings on the button. He's going to raise it, makes it $720,000 to go.
And Justin Young with a queen, 5 of clubs.
Well, Justin just got beat by a club flush a minute ago.
I call.
And he's going to make the call here.
And he's going to slop around. He's made the call.
Well, Justin going way uphill on this hand. Let's see if it works out for him.
Flop comes up a queen, 3-8. That's giving Justin top pair.
Well, he checks.
And Chino, of course, with the overpair of the kings, is going to bet $1.2 million.
And Vance, if you're sitting in Justin Young's seat and you call a raise before the flop with queen high and it comes queen 8-3.
I'm all in.
I don't know what you're going to do here. And there you go. Justin moving all in. Chino quickly calls him. Chino Rheem well out in front, poised to take down his first WPT title. And now it's Justin's turn to get lucky to stay alive in this tournament. He's got to catch a queen or a 5 to take the lead. 2 running clubs will win it for him also. Now,
You like
Chino
clubs?
finally being honest
I
here.
like clubs too.
He just wants his hand to hold up where he can finally take down a WPT title like most of his buddies have.
Here's 4th Street.
Well, 9 of hearts comes off on the turn. You can see Justin doesn't like that card because he knows with 1 card to go, he must catch exactly a queen or a 5. Otherwise, his quest to become a WPT champion is over for tonight.
Will this be the time for Chino Rheem? Will he take down his first WPT title? It all comes down to this card.
It's a deuce of diamonds.
He's done it.
Well, that's going to do it.
Good game, man.
The guy who made the final table at the 2008 World Series of Poker, the famed November 9. He finished 7th there. He comes back. He takes down his first WPT title tonight to justify himself in the upper echelon of poker players in the world.
$1,540,000 richer.